I know that all of the Arianators are angry after Billie Eilish swept the big 4 Grammys this year and Ariana got snubbed. I still cannot believe they dragged one of the most successful artists of the year to the Grammys, got her nominated, but didn't give her any of the awards. Even Billie Eilish thought Ariana deserved the award, but I'm not here to talk about that. This is more of an Ari appreciation video. We are here to take a look at her life of luxuries, glamour, and expensive taste that the singer has given herself thanks to her hard work. So click the little bell button and the subscription button and get ready to know how much money Ari earns and what she spends her large fortune on. So let's get to it. According to Forbes magazine, in 2018, the 26-year-old Ariana has about $50 million in her bank account. Now, after the review of 2019 figures, it seems like the singer has earned even more this year. Now she has about $80 million in her account. Thanks to advertising campaigns, releasing new songs, and her tours, Ariana does not stop getting richer. And according to some reports, in last year's Coachella, the singer earned $8 million for her performance. Ariana has been around for a while, so that money didn't grow overnight. So to see the origin of her fortune, we should go back to 2008 when the singer appeared in 13, the musical on Broadway, and immediately became a star of the Nickelodeon channel in a series called Victorious. This is where her net worth started growing because Ariana was already making $9,000 per episode on the series. The show was so popular that 5,700,000 viewers watched it. That is if we don't take the broadcasting into account. But this was just the beginning. She was playing the character called Cat Valentine. After the huge success of the series, there was a spin-off of Victorious called Sam and Cat, but it was not so successful, so it got cancelled after 36 episodes. But Ari did not lose much. After that project got cancelled, Ari gave acting the last try by appearing in other projects such as Scream Queens and Hairspray Live, and even lent her voice to a character in Family Guy. Do you guys know which character it was? If you do, write the answer in the comments section below. But those were her last tries because soon Ariana concentrated on what she liked most, singing. Since she was a professional from the beginning, she recorded and prepared her album for 3 years, and in 2013, she released her debut album, Yours Truly. Just a month after releasing the album, the new artist already earned the #1 spot on the United States rankings. And only in the first week, she sold 138,000 copies. A few months after the release of the album, Ariana already had her first gold record. This lady has been successful since day one, so her success was no surprise to anyone. A year later, she released her second album, My Everything, and again Ariana conquered all the charts and peaked in the top 10 in 24 other countries with singles such as Problem that managed to stay in the top 10 for 34 weeks. So with all of that success, in 2014, Ariana was an official pop star. Then she went on her tour called Honeymoon, which lasted 8 months throughout America, Europe, and Asia. From this tour alone, she earned $40 million according to Billboard magazine. And in 2016, Ari re-released her third album, Dangerous Woman, which also picked all the charts. And with all the streaming, she earned $71 million. Later, with only a few months apart, we got not one, but 2 more albums, Sweetener and Thank You Next. According to Forbes magazine, for every stop on Ariana's tour, she added $1 million more to her account. In the same year, the singer was named as one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time magazine. To give you an idea of Ariana's success, her videos on YouTube had been watched over 900 million times by mid-2017. It's such a large figure that I can hardly imagine it. Speaking of how influential Ari is, her Instagram account has no less than 174 million followers, which means she has more followers than Kylie Jenner, who has 161 million. Ariana is the 3rd most followed person on Instagram. She also has 32 million likes on Facebook and 70.3 million followers on Twitter. all of this success that I've been telling you does not get close to what she really has. I haven't even started talking about her collaborations with brands like Reebok and Lipsy, her clothes collection, and even her own collection of perfumes, which has raised her about $150 million. Money, 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 and more money. Considering all of this, do you think her Grammy snub is a big deal for her? I would say so. It would be good to be appreciated by an award show for your art, but Ariana is a living legend. We've already talked about how much the star earns, but what about how much of it she spends? We know how eccentric artists can be, and Ariana is no exception. There are private jets she takes to go places, like the one she took to go to Manchester. That one, though, was for a good cause. If you guys remember, Ariana held a benefit concert at Manchester Arena in response to the bombing that happened at her concert 2 weeks ahead of that. But since we are talking about the money, for those trips by private jet, the singer paid about $30,000. Just like me, the other day I woke up feeling not myself, so I got a one-way ticket to Dubai and I'm not sure when I'm coming back. You're hearing my voice from there. Just kidding. Can Ari adopt me though, please? This luxurious life is not only about the things she buys herself, but the gifts she receives as well. Her ex, Pete Davidson, gave Ariana a ring worth $93,000. And while they were preparing to create their life together, Ariana and Pete decided to buy an apartment worth $16 million. Imagine what the wedding would have been like if they had stayed together. I always wonder what happened to that house. I mean, did she sell it? Is she currently living there? Or is it empty? Ari, can we become friends so you can let me live there? Even if we want to let go of her love life, Ariana doesn't want to. Thank You Next is a great example of that. Ari for sure writes about pretty much everything, even shopping. Have you heard her song 7 Rings? I mean, who hasn't? In that song, she says, whoever said that money can't solve your problems must have not had enough money to solve them. The reason why the song is called 7 Rings is because the singer went out with 7 of her friends and bought engagement rings, $145,000 each, a total of $1,015,000 for each of her friends to celebrate female empowerment. That is nothing though. You see, she has those Sergio Rossi thigh-high boots. They are valued at about $1,500 each pair. Back to the topic of the apartment though, which by the way was in front of the Empire State Building. The place is now 370 square meters with 5 rooms with bathrooms in each room. How much fancier can this life get? I want to be her friend. This obviously is not the only house Ariana Grande owns. There's another one in California which is 570 square meters with a beautiful view of the Hollywood Hills. And there's also another one in Los Angeles. The whole interior decoration is so fancy that you know it's super expensive, but the price does not make you uncomfortable. You know what I mean? It's not like one of those fancy houses that you're even scared of sitting on their sofa, so you just stay up until the owner tells you where to sit. You don't see golden toilets and Louis Vuitton trash cans like at the Kardashians. Oh, and don't think Ari is alone in her empire. She shares it with 10 beautiful rescue dogs. I'm actually impressed that she did not buy these dogs and decided to help homeless dogs. Kudos to you, Ariana. So after hearing about this, I searched more about it and found out that Ari is actually a very charitable individual. She has donated more than $250,000 to Planned Parenthood Federation, a non-profit organization that provides reproductive health care. Did you know about this side of Ariana? I had no idea before this video. Ariana is not only a generous friend with a kind soul that helps charities, she also takes care of her family. She bought a $2 million house for her mother that is urbanized exclusively in Boca Raton, Florida. What a daughter! I want to leave you guys with one last thing to remember. Ari's 2019 look with a Fendi jacket of almost $3,000. And let's not forget that Ari is the newest face of Givenchy, which guarantees a lot of clothes, bags, and super exclusive shoes customized just for her. Our share from all of this is speaking of it and dreaming about it. Anyway, my time is up here, but I need you guys to keep the conversation going in the comments. Tell me what's your favorite Ariana look in the comments, and remember to like and share and to become part of our Curious Sips family by subscribing to our channel. Until next time.